the time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Ball will be placed at the... after that kick out of bounds. To the air, it's Sellers. Coming out aggressively. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first down. Oh, there's an alley on the map. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll run play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down. They'll lead the offense gets out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, trying to find his man. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Sellers. He unleashes a long one. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Gives it on the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Fires to the big fella. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Scrambling away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Lets it fly. Got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And they pay off the drive with the touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Jackson gonna throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabs behind the line. It's Hawkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackle.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This drive started from the 29. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Making side adjustments here. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. From the gun, the ground game. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people.
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Defense in press coverage. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this defense gets the sack and puts them in third and long. And I tell you what, this offense, they just got to stay out of those situations. Last drive, they got in it and they had to punt. This drive, getting in it again, predictable situations are really hard to protect your quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Play action. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's second and long. Jackson will throw. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback keeps it. Got the first down and more. There he goes. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jackson gonna throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Gonna try to get it himself. They get it down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Jackson will throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Fires to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, UCF!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 21 over Ole Miss. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Caught over the middle, it's Craven. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Clark. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Now on first down from the 43. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. To the ground, he's got it again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Rides the back on the option to give. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quick pass on the jet motion. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock,
Turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
and it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you can add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, possession. No, 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 don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Hughes.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hughes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Jackson gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man across the 25. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass to catch.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, aggressive aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Breaks into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
These guys aren't human even. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Leaves it with the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
42 Spider. The give on the option. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
On third and short, the power run here.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Rides to back and leaves it. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback making checks. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And they decide to trot out the kicker. That is no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
South Carolina, 31, UCF 7.
lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab outside. It's Moore. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jackson will throw. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happened. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed on the outside, it's Hawkins. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
Drilled as he rolls, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Let's go! The lone back's got it. Makes it past the marker. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we head to Dallas for a final update on one of the best games every year, the Red River rivalry. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. First down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build on it.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Handoff, keep working on that clock. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop. And you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
He might want another play. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble and throws. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. This is a designed run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. After this, it'll be a wrap. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. Moving away from pressure. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.